So I am responding to Rachel's response to Randy's set one question that asked if social changes affect biology and technology, um, and this is happening to our generation. Is this a good or bad thing? I agree with your opinion that technology has both good and negative impacts on society. Technology and its abilities to allow us to create meaningful relationships and experiences in our lifetime. This extends to enjoying music, art, and events that may have otherwise been kept from us. It's just kind of this sharing platform that kind of opens up a whole new, broad range of things to people who may not be have known about them otherwise. Um, but I do believe it has a lot of beneficial stuff for people who struggle with interacting face to face. So I know that you mentioned face to face interaction may have been decreased with the availability to talk virtually. But I believe that some people who do struggle with this are able to overcome their social anxiety and their social isolation. So to some degree, they can be out in the world, and to some degree, they can contact with people, and that might open up doors to meet in person. But it's kind of like a therapy, but more of an exercise and practice to build up to that. So the issue begins when technology begins to replace human interaction and performance as a whole. So it's almost like anything else that should be used in moderation and with careful observance. You know, you don't want to completely rely on social networking and the internet for every experience that you have because the internet is such a broad place with a lot of manipulated variables involved in it. You don't want to base all of your experiences off of that. And this is especially true for young children or individuals with disabilities that may not be able to evaluate when health issues may arise. So, with young children, if they're constantly sitting in front of tablets and cell phones and stuff like that, they're never going to develop properly with the proper stimuli that is out in the real world. And I think that's important to attack head on, and then that's when it calls for parents or other forms of guardians to set boundaries and expectations when it comes to, the internet and technology as a whole. So, especially with those with disabilities, they may not know better and they may only see the benefit from it, and that gets a little bit difficult when, you don't have that cognitive ability to say this is where technology is becoming a problem. So I just want to say I like your comments and thank you for sharing.